Hello, I'm smiling. Today's video, let's continue to share a new video model with you. This is the SCAIL. SCAIL is a new posture recognition and a video framework for character migration. What about our time? It's one after another. There are several models for video character migration. Then the previous videos were also shared with you. Did you say it too? What about the previous models for simple scenarios and single-person situations? Perform attitude migration can have a very good performance. However, in the face of some complex scenes and multiple people, conditions for multi-role interaction, there are some major flaws. And what about the SCAIL I introduced to you today? It will solve perfectly these multiple actors and some character migrations in complex action scenes. We can see some official power here. For multi-role, there are also some complex action scenes for single characters. They are all recognized very well. So this is what we're going to show you. A specific effect. There are also some workflow builds and some issues to be aware of. We still came to the Running Hub we are familiar with. Running Hub is one that I often use. comfyui cloud online platform. Now click the link in the introduction area to register. 1,000 points will be given away. Log in every day and you will get an additional 100
There
points.
is
also a full 8GB graphics card with large memory on it for those of us for the testing of new video models. It's very friendly, so I highly recommend it. Come to this Running Hub platform to experience it. Okay, let's specifically come to our workflow. This is the workflow for a one-player scenario. What about the workflow? Very simple, too. It's divided into several parts. One part is model loading. The other part is our top priority. This part of the pose pre-processing. What about our posture pre-treatment? Same here. With a reference video and a reference character. And what we bring to you today is new. This pose pre-processing framework. We can take a look. What effect of this extracted pose map? We can see this. We use this new pre-processing node. The extracted pose. Like the poses we usually use. The node that was pre-processed. The extracted gesture information is different. This new node. What about these extracted 3D pose? They're better able to recognize our complex behavior. We can take a look here. What about here? This one turn of the character. Perfectly identified. So, with our attitude pre-processing node, a recognition and extraction of this complex action, and we have an effect like this. You can look at one of my runs. We can watch it in this video. You can see a turn by the character. Very smooth and silky. The head movements and hand movements of this character, it is also very well maintained. Then what about the construction of our workflow? We have this new node here. In this pre-processed word extraction gesture section. And what about our workflow? A few things to keep in mind are, because of our SCAIL model, it's trained at a very low resolution. So we're dealing with this gesture. Identify this place. We need to pay attention. Here's a simple mathematical node. To handle their width and height. We can see it here. Divide their width and height by 2. Why would you do that? I told you about him just now. Because it's in low resolution. Trained, if you don't divide by 2 here. The video we finally generated. There may be a situation where the background is all black. So if everyone runs, if you find that the background of this running video is wrong, you can focus on this place. It's width and height processing, then another place. We all know that. We used it before. The model that the pose pre-processed. We're concerned about this prompt word. Here we can all write or not. Because of what he did to us in the end. It doesn't really matter. But what about this new model today? In the midst of these results that I've tested, We have this keyword here. It is best for us to write it manually. Better to control it, if not controlled. Like in my example here. The character background of my reference picture is a pure white one. And then this video was generated. The background becomes this green. Then the character also changed a lot. So, we might as well use this keyword here. Go and restrain yourself. Okay, this is a workflow for a single-player action migration. Let's take a look at this multiplayer scale. This model and this framework for post-processing. The powerful place is it is for a complex action. A scene of interaction with multiple characters. Recognition works really well. Then extract it for multiple of us. This post-processing. What we need to pay attention to here, right? We need to use this newly added node here. A mission for many of us. Scenario processing. What about this max people parameter here? You tested it. For example, in our video, it's 3 characters. Let's write the characters here. He can also identify, and there is no problem. And here's another thing you should be aware of. If everyone pre-treats in this pose, error reported in this place, we can check it out. This image preprocesses this node. We preprocess this picture for this multiple. If the default is 16, if an error is reported, you can try to put these 2 nodes in this place. Change this multiple to 32. Then the third word, that's us, we use this scale. This model here, this resolution is here. It's the usual resolution that we use. That's 480 times 832 or 720 times 1280. These are our normal resolutions. But our model, in our case of these regular resolutions, may give us these generated results. Bring some bad effects. Show our resolution. This is also something that you need to pay attention to, and let's take a look at the multiplayer effect. The effect of this multiplayer is still very good. We can see the movements of these 3 characters. Yes, there is no problem. It's very accurate. So let's wrap it up. We shared with you today this model of this scale. New attitude preprocessing framework. What about this new model? For us, complex action scenes in the case of multi-role interaction. I brought a lot, and I brought a big one, the effect of a boost. However, due to the limitations of his basic model, because he is training with this small resolution, so in some cases, it may be that the generated results will be poor. So you have to pay attention here. And here, you can also use our new knowledge. Preprocessing stage. Try it with our animal. An effect generated by matching different models. Maybe there are unexpected surprises. That's about it for today's video. See you in the next video.